Hey y'all. Hey Yassine. Cute. Okay, let me pin that. That's how we're starting off the day again. All right. Right back at you. You looking cute too? Yassine, you looking cute? Best live stream. Really? Thanks, George. I try. No, I try. I mean, look, I'm sure. I won't say there's better. I don't know all the little techniques and stuff. So, but I've been coming a long way, I feel like. From just pressing, just pressing that little play button. No, not the play button, the plus sign. And just jumping on here. I think we've come a long way. All right, hey Reg. All right, y'all. So I already did shoulder press. I'm doing, what is this? Some lat raises, machine lateral raises. I keep saying lat raises because lats are right here, but I'm shortening it. But technically, if you're saying lat, everybody thinks here, your lats, latissimus dorsi. So I mean lateral. Is he cute? Yeah, men can be cute. You can be like, you have a cute face or something. I don't know. Yeah, I get what you mean because like men don't want to be associated as cute. They probably you want to be handsome, don't you? So we got this about 3 times. Let's see, 3 or 4 times. I gotta check. Hold on, let me check. Don't leave. Hold on. Let me check something. But it's like spread out. It's okay. So I took 5 days. Listen, 5 days, and I was doing like 4 sets for everything. Then I decided to move the 5 days to 7 days, and instead of doing 4 sets for everything, I'll do like 3 sets for most stuff. So it's actually less volume. That's what you call it, volume. Spread for more days, and so I can incorporate my cardio. All right, this is at 50. Ooh. Mm. Mm. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. All right. What's up, y'all? So I use my headphones before I go live. Hey Jay. So I was using my headphones before I went live, and then I was trying to change the song. If you have beats, I got like I have the cheaper beats. Maybe that's why. I had already sent these ones back because when you would open it and put it over your head, you can only hear out of one ear. But when you close it, you can hear out of both ears. So it's like I can't have it closed. So I sent those back under the warranty, and they sent me another one. So now these ones, what's happening is I put the headphones on, I can hear the music, everything's fine. But then when I try to change the song or use any of the controls, it doesn't work. Sometimes I'm like, okay. What I want them to do is I want them to be out of stock of the one I have and give me a better one. You know how that used to be. If something's like going out of style or going out of whatever, you send it back and they give you something new. So, female warrior. Really? You have delts today too? Okay. So we got 3 more of these. Let's do this 3 more times. Jim Bay. Hey, just checking on you. I like that name. So are you just checking on me? Who you be checking on? Everybody? Nah, but so anyways, I got a few I guess I got a few topics. One thing that came to mind this morning, so on social media, people talk about it a lot, and then just in general, people talk about karma. I hear it more from people who maybe aren't religious. They're more spiritual. They believe there's energy. They believe everything you put out comes back, and just all of these different like spiritual, energetic type of like things. That's where I hear it a lot more. Let me know what you guys, before I keep going, let me know what you guys think about like karma. I think you guys know what I'm about to say, but I want to let y'all speak first. Like, does it exist? Is it real? Is it not real? Do you believe in it? Do you apply it to everything? Let me do my set. Why am I as strong as you? Karma's a bitch. It is real. You think so? Everybody says karma's a bitch. It's such a saying. But that would mean that you believe that there's like these forces. Let me tell you what I think about karma. I don't think it's real. I used to be like everybody else, like, oh, I just got my karma. Or if something bad happens to somebody, it's they got their karma. It's how people explain things. But it doesn't make it any more real. It's just people's justification to be like, see, you shouldn't have been doing that to me. Now you got your karma. Don't worry, karma's got me. Karma's got me, as though you're not gonna get back. It just helps people to sleep at night. Different things. I don't have to get back to you. Karma will. You don't know that. Like people just say stuff. Oh, and then I guess there's good karma if you do good things to people, but usually it's a bad way. It's always like something bad happens to someone who does bad things. No, why can't people think about things more like in reality? You can't. No, but none of us control any of this. None of us are walking around with the formula and being like, okay, I got the whole manual right here. I'm doing all the control center. No, none of us know. So that's why I think it's actually foolish to think that you know how that went down. You have no idea. I'm just letting you guys something to think about. And when you run around and be like, so the thing that I said about social media, people are always like, instant karma. I just think it's so cringe to me, instant karma. Like if you cut somebody off in traffic, but then down the road, you crash. Does that mean it was karma? Or does that mean that you just crashed because you were going too fast? Or you just crashed because you just crashed? I don't know why people do that. Because, people always have to have a justification because, let me do my set. Think about that part. That's the first segment. Okay. Okay, we got one more. Hey, Tabito. Yeah, but why do you see? You have nothing to support that, Sniper. If I ask you why, you can't tell me why. None of y'all can tell me why. That's why it's a trick question. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to trick you. Anybody can say, oh, if you do bad things will come back to you. Okay, what supports that? Because it happens. Good things happen to all of us. Bad things happen to all of us. Everybody wants to correlate because everybody, the brain, I think it's like how the brain works. The brain kind of wants to make these pathways. When you don't understand something, you want to make a pathway for it. People will always want to have a justification. Okay, this is why this happened, and that's why that happened. They can't even just accept that. You know what? This happened, that happened. You know, bad people have good things happen to them all the time. They might even be the richest people out here. They might have the most blessings out here. What do you think about the nice guy finishes last? How do you explain that one? Those are all these little sayings. You can do all these good things, and you can still end up at the bottom. I'm saying. So it's like, again, nobody has the formula, nobody has a script. So y'all run around here saying that's what happens. That's not how it goes. I'm just telling you, it's not how it goes. You know what I mean? And you guys are like, why should we listen to you? Because you should listen to me, because I at least think about stuff that if you can't support what you're saying, then it's not true. But look at history. Look at everybody. No. Anyways, I just think it's something to think about. When I see videos and they're like instant karma, I just scroll off of there because it kind of makes me upset. Because people kind of relish in it too. That's the other aspect. That's phase 2 of the conversation. People kind of relish in bad things happening. People get excited when bad things happen to what they call bad people. That's what they get. See, that's what they get. You don't know what they get. It makes you a bad person to believe that's what they get. You ever think about it like that? The fact that you're relishing in something bad happening to anyone is as though you're trying to say that only bad things should happen to bad people. And you guys are like, yeah, that's right. I don't think it works like that. I don't think it works like that either. So I know you guys are like, well, then how does it work? I'm still figuring it out. But I just want y'all to know that I don't think it's as simple. Good things happen to good people. Bad things happen to bad people. Because we already know that if you look out into your environment, that's not true. It's just simply not true. Okay, let's go. All right, let me wipe the handles off. Anyways, just want to give y'all some brain thought today. Okay, sorry. Eternal will of decree lies within the sovereign land of hand of the creator. Okay, you got to break that down to us, WG. It sounds good. A pre-out, you know, don't worry about it. A pre-workout with creatine will make your muscles pop. Like, right. I took some, hold on, let me get some good lighting. I'm taking a pump. I have a pump right now. Well, I'm taking pump. Actually, I'm doing these little nitro caps. Let me show you. Got the pump stuff going. We got this, which actually is pumping me up, right? And then I do have creatine. I take my creatine every day. What else? I'm not doing pre-workout. So let me show you what I was talking about. Did I wipe these down? Maybe I did. So, yeah, because some of like what I have, I'm kind of like thinking like, how much muscle do I actually have on my body? How much is fat? How much is fluid? How much is like full glycogen stores? How much is pump? And just how much is just the creatine stuff? Like, you got all this stuff that can make you look bigger, kinda. But when it's all said and done, it's like what's really there, muscle wise? Okay, so I got this. Okay, this is not the one I didn't take this one today, but this is a smooth one. I don't know. I'm trying it. I gotta give it a better. What I was trying to do was like, so you can take like 10, because I want some mental clarity throughout the day later. You know what I mean. So it's like, I'm thinking I could take like half before the workout so I can have mental clarity in the gym, and then when I leave here, take 5 more so I'll have mental clarity afterwards too. Stuff like that. So I was like, okay, we're gonna play around with this cognitive brain health stuff, so I could be sharp and stuff. But then here's what I took this morning: these nitric caps, Gorilla Mode nitric caps. So this is just it says stimulant-free pre-workout type whatever pump stuff. I took 6 of these, the full dose. So magnesium, sodium, potassium. So it's got electrolytes, and then some some just stuff. I don't know. I'm not about to read it. Some pump stuff. Ringworm is a real thing. Whatever. It's not like, look, if I get it, what are you gonna do about it? You're not gonna come take care of me. What difference does it make? No, I'm saying though, like, if that's the case, religion is a hoax. If it's a true thing, if you done wrong to someone who haven't done towards you, it does come back. But you guys can't support that it comes back. How are you supporting the fact that there's some type of orchestration going on around us that's bringing it back? Again, unless you're like the spiritual being and you believe in the universe and all these energetic pulls and all of that, fine. Do you? But for most of us who are just realistic people, just generally like I know there's people like me. So whether y'all in the comments or not, somebody's out there knows what I'm talking about. When y'all when you're like me, who you're not really into that stuff, and just take things as hey, look, somebody who was mean and cussed you out of the store gets in an accident. Does that mean they got in an accident because they cussed you out? Explain that. You guys are gonna be like, yeah, because they shouldn't have been cussing me out. No, why can't you just accept the fact and sleep at night that they were mean to you, but then they also got in a car accident? People have to somehow figure out how to link that. And I'm like, why not just not link it and just say that's just is what it is? Again, because the brain wants to create that pathway to, again, it's for that person. It's for that person to be able to sleep at night. Like, yeah, I got their revenge. They got their karma back. Yeah. Yeah, but when you don't need that, when you can navigate life without thinking that, bad things seem to happen to bad people and good things. I mean, if somebody cussed me out, does that mean I'm supposed to like relish in something bad happened to them? Am I supposed to harbor that? No. Somebody mean to me, then I'm like, hey, I think the ultimate way to be, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, but I think if we're all trying to strive to be like good people, what a good person would do, somebody cusses you out, you just say, hey, you can say God bless you if you into that. You can say, I hope you have a better day. I hope everything gets better for you, and wish them well. But instead, y'all down here, see, y'all thinking that karma's real are just showing your true colors. You're justifying the fact that you believe that bad things should happen to bad people. I guess I just don't think like that. Look at a surgeon. Look at a surgeon. They would get terminated if they didn't save everyone's life who came into the emergency room. Hold on, let me see. You got people who go out and are in crimes and murderers and all types of stuff, and they have to go to the hospital. And what do the surgeons do? They patch them up and get them back into good health, and then they go off to jail. They don't let the career. They have to help people. Bottom line, you get what I mean? That's the bottom line. All right. This is Weird Doubts. Anyway, that's something that was on my mind this morning about how everybody runs around talking about karma's real. Karma's a real thing. And because I think us as humans, we want things to help us sleep at night. We want things to makes sense. Instead of accepting things for what they are, we formulate these narratives to justify things. You know what I mean? All right, that was like a warm up. We're not counting that yet. By whose standards? I don't know which part you were responding to, so let's just keep it moving. It's a true thing if you've done... Okay, I already read that one. People need a faith to move forward. Do you believe in heaven or hell? I honestly believe that we might actually die and there's nothing after that. I believe that might be a possibility. And I think I'm not encouraging y'all to believe that that's a possibility either. But what I am saying is that you can't prove it one way or the other. I think some of us could be running around this earth trying to do this, that, and the third, trying to get up in heaven, and then you die and it's just lights out. Then you're dead and you're like, wait, where's heaven? It's all dark and stuff, and it's like, ha ha ha, fooled you, gotcha. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's not funny, but you mean to tell me I was nice to all those people? I fed all those homeless. I did all this stuff. I was a stand-up girl or guy. And you mean to tell me when I die, it's just lights out? You got bamboozled. Look, some of y'all I know don't like me saying this. I know. I'm saying, but what if it's just lights out? Don't get me started on funerals. I know you guys are like, you're on a roll this morning. Nah, because my mom told me she went to a funeral the other day, and I was just like, so how was it? Because I haven't been to a funeral as an adult, actually. That's why I have a whole nother outlook. But, funerals are not about the dead at all. They're about the living. Think about that. You don't get to see what casket you got. It's already lights out for you. It's all for the people that are still here. Anyway, I guess, see, this is how I feel. And maybe this is too, it's not too much. Well, like my dad was like, you can just go ahead and cremate me, and then he passed away. We did cremate him, and he said, that was what it was. It's like, that's why I'm moving into my next thing. I'm speaking from experience. The dead person doesn't know the difference between a full-out, huge funeral and a cremation. They don't. They don't, right? So when people are on GoFundMe talking about, oh, help us send off bro, we gotta really do this right for bro. Bro doesn't even know. Like, what are you talking about? It's just all like smoke and mirrors, y'all. It's just, I can't. And some of y'all be donating to these GoFundMes like, oh, we need to send. All right. What? You guys are like, you better hope somebody cares about you when you die. Yeah, whatever. All right, let's just do this like one or two more times. Let me tell you, the family, they feel guilty if they don't send off the loved one with like the best they could do. Because they won't be able to sleep at night. It's about them sleeping at night. Everything is about humans sleeping at night. When you lay your head down, did I spend as much money as I possibly could on this funeral? And that's gonna haunt them. This feels too good. We'll do it one more time. My ex was telling Lies about me. I left her now. She's doing the same thing to her new boyfriend. Oh, man. Well, at least you dodged a bullet. Speaking of lies, there's this show on Netflix called Maternal Instincts. I finished watching that last night. A movie or whatever. Man. People out here, like, really be... Okay, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, wait, should I spoil it? I don't care. You should have watched it. Well, let's just say... No, I'll give you guys 24 hours. If you want to go watch it, go watch it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. That's the best I can do. Puppy sowed seeds is now reaping what he sowed. Again. Well, again, the reaping what you sow, it's more like if he did a crime, then he has to be punished for it. It's that karma. Hate to be so. What's the topic? We got a few things going. Perspective is based on position. Let me get a shout out, twin. Okay, Gabe itches. Shout out to Gabe. Hey, Gabe. I don't know if he's still in here. I'm not saying that, but I still hate my neighbors. Well, I guess bad things happen. They can. So that's why when people say karma is bad things happen to bad people, but bad things happen to good people. So therefore, how do you justify karma? Because nobody can. Unless somebody can give me a really good answer. Too much of a bad thing could bring good to want to do better. Can you hear the music? Do you hear how loud it is? It's jamming in here this morning. Okay, if jail is bad, should I not wish jail and a PDF? Am I preying on PDF's downfall at that point? No, that's different. Well, I think it's different. It's not karma. If you do PDF stuff, you get punished because of a real logical pathway into jail. Again, you can't say that is karma. It's not preying on anyone's downfall. It's just saying if you do PDF stuff, you go to jail. So, you see the difference what I'm trying to make? Like, it's karma. Again, let me just give you the short Cliff Notes version. Karma is not real, as far as I'm concerned. The topic of the day is humans sleeping at night, and that's what humans tell themselves to sleep at night in various different forms and fashions. Okay. I'm almost done. Ooh. Hold on, I want to dial in on this one right here. Sometimes you gotta hit it by itself. All right, y'all, that's what I got on that one. What else we got? We got some triceps. When you left her, the money started going up. I used to buy her stuff. She used to give it to someone, then tell me that I didn't. What? That's great. I mean, that's not great. That's crazy. Wanting justice is a predisposition built in our conscious. Hey, how are you? Good. Wanting, okay. No. I think we would desire if someone wrongs us. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of tripping last night. It's not, no. So I got remember I said I'm trying to get my contacts. And this place called, oh look, it doesn't matter. It's called easycontacts.com. So when you do the Apple Pay You know how like Apple Pay these days, you could just jump through the whole checkout. You don't even have to go all the way and put your address and that, because Apple Pay's just got your address already in there. They just input it, they put your payment. Like it's like a expressway. So what happened was the transaction went through, and then I noticed they were trying to charge me for some type of shipping protection plan. I was like, I don't need no shipping protection. So I emailed them real quick after, like, oh, you guys charged me for this little shipping protection. And bro's arguing with me, the customer service guy, through the email. He's like, oh, you selected that. I was like, no, I didn't. He's like, yes, you did. I was like, no, I didn't. He's like, yes, you did. I was like, just give me my money back. I don't care who did it. I mean, I didn't do it. He didn't believe me, though. So I'm just like mad at him. The reason why am I bringing this up? Because I'm just like irritated, and I don't think that's fair. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's not fair that they're not listening to me, and they're just going to keep my money because of their glitch. So I think we all are like, oh, fairness, you know? But on second token, I'm like, okay, let me not trip. I'm just never going to shop with them again. That's how that works. Because I don't really think the world is fair. You know, that leads me to my next thing. We all think things should be fair. Should be. Key word. Not things are fair. Everybody thinks things should be fair. They're not, though. I think once people get through their head, they'll be better off. Life's not fair. It's just not. But it should be. And I'm going to fight till the death to make sure everything's fair. Like, that's how some of y'all be like, oh, karma. Why? Why do y'all claim karma? Because, again, fairness, equality, justice. But sometimes stuff is just simply not fair. Or you can just say, you know what, man, I'm not tripping on that. On certain stuff, don't get me wrong. Man, I'm not wishing this guy will die since he cut me off in traffic. Some of y'all genuinely wish people to die because they did something that hurt your little feelings. Your little feelings got hurt, didn't they? I don't know, it's weird. Nothing's fair. Okay. Good people get randomly hit all the time. When the school shootings happen, is that bad things happening to bad people? Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, so then that philosophy and that theory doesn't hold up. It just simply does. And that's why I said it's just better for us to just accept things as they are. Hey, things happen, bad things happen, good things happen. But when you try to like reason that, people can't explain that. So we got this, and then we'll go do some cardio. What else we got? I don't like leaving y'all hanging too long. Damn, how did you become this smart? I should lead the world. Yeah, right. To be honest, I know you have a gym bae. Where is he? I don't got a gym bae. I got some gym crushes, but I don't got a gym bae. It hasn't like moved to that level yet. You know what I'm saying? I do the same workout, but I don't do anything about the eating part. No, I feel you. That's the hardest one. That's the hardest part, I feel like. Oh, thanks, y'all. I'm just scrolling through. I go to sleep in the afternoon. That's all I need, food and sleep. Is it a third-party tested non-GMO? Okay, just keep scrolling, y'all. Usually people being mean to you has nothing to do with you. Right. That's funny. Yeah. Wow. See, I knew y'all were going to some of y'all got some really good points that I can't even articulate because y'all can do it better than I can. It's not even about you. But then you're harboring this and like being like, you know, if you see them at the end of the road and they're crashed, their car's in a ditch, see, you shouldn't have been being mean to me. You shouldn't have been being mean. And like you said, it could be they're having a bad day. They got some mental issues. They got some mental illness. Somebody was mean to them and then therefore, like, it's not about you. Again, people make it about them. All right, here we go. What we got? Let's go 50, and then we'll go, maybe we'll go 60 after that. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, one of my gym crushes is outside. I saw him when he walked in and he went outside. I was like, oh, okay, so I guess we're going outside, huh? And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be thirsty today. Let me stop. Oh, what did I say? Let me stop. What am I saying? Whatever, we all have the thoughts. I gotta be strong, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. 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 Ah. Ah. Okay. Honestly, he already saw me, so that's all I needed. Look, we're just gonna keep it real. Gym. When it comes to the gym crush, I feel like there's such thing as too much exposure. If you're like kind of following them around the gym, it's too many exposures. You got to keep it real. Like, now you see me, now you don't. Am I wrong or am I right? So, because when I look back, when I look back, he was like looking away. So I think he saw me. So we're just gonna go with that. You know what I mean? What? You guys ask. I'm not gonna like make up stuff. What? What's the point of having a gym membership if you don't have a gym crush? It's like it goes hand in hand. Maybe it was said to dissuade people from doing wrong. Most people are good only where they fear the consequences. Right. So does that make them good people, or that just makes them try to avoid the bad things that can happen? It's also twisted. Then that just, it's the same thing as what I think is, if everybody's running around trying to get up in heaven and there is no heaven, then they're going to be highly disappointed when you die and it's just lights out for everyone. It's just darkness. It's just a black void. You know, I don't know. You guys might think I'm kind of dark with this. I don't think I'm too far off though, because nobody knows. Think about it. Well, let's not think about it too hard, but I do think that when you die, if your brain stops working, right, you guys are gonna be like, no, but the soul moves and the soul is what, okay, fine. But if the brain just stops, I'm thinking it's just black. It's like black. Stop yelling, early ass hell. Whatever. You saw how loud the music was. If karma were real, we would all get what we deserve the moment we exercise the behavior that merited the behavior. Yeah, but then people will be like, oh, your karma just hasn't come yet. Because karma has no timeline. Karma can come tomorrow. That's why they say instant karma. Because it's like, oh, this happened instantly. But from my understanding, when people believe in karma, they're like, oh, it can happen tomorrow. It can happen next week. Like, whatever. It's like if you were like, for example, if you were like a mean lady, maybe when it's time for you to have kids, you have a stillborn baby. You have a miscarriage or something. Like, oh, see, you shouldn't have been being mean to people in your youth. Now you can't have kids. Same old lady was being rude towards me before Christmas. So I told her if I say something back, she's not going to like it. Right. I went quiet. Who? We don't go to heaven or hell till the final judgment. ChatGPT told to wait for WG to come in the chat and start whatever. No, because but see, WG, you came late because what did I say? The first thing I said when I started talking about karma, I said, I don't think karma is a religious thing either. I believe that a lot of people who think about karma are more of those energetic, like, what is the word? Spiritual, They believe in like the light. They believe in the light comes within. They believe in like law of attraction. You know, things like that. What do you remember before you were born? Right. No, but yeah, some people are on this other wavelength, like they were reincarnated. Some people believe they were reincarnated. You know what I mean? Look, I don't know. What helps you sleep at night? That's the word of that's the phrase of the day. What helps you sleep at night? That you were reincarnated, huh? Have you guys seen that little Disney movie? I think it's a Disney or a Pixar movie with the little balls, and they're like, it's called Soul. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good movie, but I don't remember everything. But it's like you could be like born again. You can come back in a different body. Ooh. I almost feel like I want to go more. Let's go more. How much was that? Well, that's 60 now. You know, I know I'm behind. It's like sleeping if there's nothing. Yeah, just sleep. Well, probably worse than sleep. Sleeping, you could dream. You can dream your sleep. I'm thinking it's like total. It might be total darkness. Just like you just like sitting there, like why is it so dark here? I thought I was going to heaven. Like, and then you start thinking like, so all of this was a lie. And then, you know, like you have those feelings like you can never go back in time. So you mean to tell me I was doing all, man, whatever. It's like that. That's crazy. Aerobic. The way you said aerobic. Okay, let me read. Aerobic activity is the best for the body. Power, lifting, shorten the muscle. Yeah, I got you. It doesn't make you get into heaven if you help people. Yeah, but that's just one thing that people do. God judges you for what you do behind closed doors, not so what you do in public. If that's how it is, then you made heaven real for others by being kind to them. So it's like heaven on earth, huh? How does one prove it's lights out if they are dead and it's lights out? Yeah, well, all I'm saying is nobody actually came back to tell us. Y'all be like, well, Jesus came back, but Jesus is God. He's a supernatural human. Too morbid? Nobody hasn't been judged yet by Father, so right now everyone is dead as in sleeping. All right, I'm going to keep moving down, y'all. If it's lights out when you're dead, at least he made someone's life better while you were alive. Okay. Lights out for those that live in a culture that subscribes. And then I was talking to somebody, they were like, well, no, technically you don't go to heaven right away. There's like there's like a holding place. And that's when you kind of, I don't know. They explain it like, it's like you don't die and then you go straight to heaven. You go like, you die and then like there's like a holding place, and then you stay in the holding place until the rapture comes. So then everybody on earth goes and you go, and then everybody goes to heaven. Like, that's another theory. I'm like, okay, what's this little holding place like? WG, I know you know what the holding place is like. Well, no, not that you know. Like, you've been there. It won't matter how much sleep one loses over the cost of a funeral if when they die it's lights out. Yeah. I think the worst thing about dying is how you die. Right here. Can you? Okay, well, because I'm going to be right here. Okay, thank you. See, she got, see. Or I can go, I'll go on this side. You go here, I'll go over here. Yeah, I'm going to go here. You could just, yeah. Thank you. No, thank you. No, what are they doing? I'm mopping. I'll move my stuff. Hold on, y'all. I mean, look, see, here's why I'm not. Here's why I'm kind of weird about this. It's like, they have to mop, so you're just like, let me not be an a-hole about it, because you're gonna be the reason why they don't mop that little spot. So you're just like, man, whatever, just do it. Dolly Parton. Yeah, I heard she. Well, I don't know that I was a fan. I heard she died. Then I looked up the net worth. I know you guys are like, okay, she died. Actually, two things came up for me. Did she have kids? I looked that up. And what was the net worth? There's articles out there. Basically, people ask the same questions, like, so who is her fortune going to? And so they did like articles on that because people want to know. Do you have kids? Like, who's your stuff going to? And how much money did you have? I mean, those are the questions. So apparently she didn't have any kids. One thing I read was like she didn't have any kids, so she could focus on her like iconic career. Which, hey, I'm fine with that. Some of y'all be bullying folks. Like, why don't you have kids? What's wrong with you? Man, let people do their lives, bro. You mean to tell me? Look, some of y'all be like, so I guess her net worth was at 500 mil. So you mean to tell me if you trying to get to the bag that hold on. Okay, let's drop it a little bit to finish out. If you're like, hey, I'm trying to get to the bag, I don't need any kids running around, get to your bag. I don't know. Some people, like, I know this attorney lady. She's my age. She's like, I don't want kids. And I'm confident and I feel good about it. I'm like, more power to you. But people be in her comments bullying her. They'd be like, oh, well, you're just saying that because you don't have a man. People just bully people for everything. It's just wild. She's like, no, I'm fine with not having kids. Like, she doesn't feel like she would want kids. Like, why do people have to have an answer? People don't have to have an answer for everything. You know what I mean? Let's see. Here's what happens to good people. Here's what happens to good people. No one is good. We strive to do good, though. That's an interesting take. Nobody's a good person at all. So are we all like neutral? Would you say that we're all like neutral? So you mean to tell me there's not people that genuinely are just bad people? Or we just do bad things and we just do good things? We're all like neutral. That's interesting. You guys, let's hope I don't fall up these stairs. I'm telling you, it's always like a thought. When I have a lot of stuff in my hands, I'm like, I'm going to fall up the stairs. And then you have to play it off and not look at anybody in their face because you know they saw it. Yeah. You know the drill. Some of y'all who fallen before. I can't say that I have in public. And then the sound people make when they fall up the stairs is like a different sound too. And like, did you just fall up the stairs or did you fall down the stairs? Because it's a different sound. You live now. I'm in YouTube jail. Need support breaking out of YouTube jail. So you just going to all the lives, asking people to. I feel you. Well, how you get in YouTube jail? What were you doing? Your lives must have been popping, doing something. You was doing something up in those lives. What were you doing up in your lives? This, ew. Every single time I go to this treadmill, look at this little gross, crusty stuff. That has to be sweat. That's why I always avoid that one. Hey, I don't go to that one just for that very reason. That's the crusty one. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my life together. All right, get the topic going. Get the topic ready. Morning, y'all. I'm just kidding. No, I need y'all more than y'all need me, apparently. All right, I'm gonna scroll down, y'all. Is he attractive looking? That's the real question. Oh, the gym crush? Yeah, so, yeah, like, this is out of my element. You know how, like, this guy's like, you're not that cute, but something about you, you know, like more like that. It's like a something about you type of thing. And you're just like, okay, well, and then, remember I told you this. As you get older, I feel like you see more people. You see just more people, more faces, more styles, more like, you just get more exposures to people. Like, I didn't know people could look like that. It's like that. You might think you've seen it all, like, oh, baddie this, light skin that, you know, brown skin, petite, tall, long leg, whatever. But then you put all those combinations. I'm talking about like women, but I'm just saying like different men and stuff. You got all these little combinations, like a Rubik's Cube. You're like, oh, okay, gotcha. Why not a white boy? Oh. Well, because when you close your eyes, it's not white. It's black. It's more like gray. When you close your eyes, what color is it? Let's keep moving. What is it worth the risk? Karma is the reason India's society lacks empathy. They believe if something bad happens to someone, they deserved it. I mean, that's everybody's like feeble mindset. But I don't think it's just as that simple. Because there's probably stuff you do that you don't even know you do wrong. And then you wonder why stuff doesn't work out for you. Because you don't even know that you do some dumb stuff every single day. So we're all living in this thing. Like maybe like this lady who did my hair one time. Well, hold on, let me think about this again. Well, she was just saying that her upstairs neighbor has these kids running around all the time. And it's like affecting her. She has to move because the kids are too loud. So I'm like, people like that, you know you got these kids. You're like, I don't give a F. Take it. Everybody around me take it. Because guess what? I can't afford a real house. I got to live in an apartment with these kids, these rambunctious kids. Somebody will be like, hey, you're a butthole because you should have been having kids. That's another story. Like, why you got 3 kids in an apartment? Can somebody explain that to me? Oh, but they want to have kids. Yeah, people in Africa want to have kids. And then you turn on your TV, and it's like a commercial for, please donate to kids in Africa. Starving kids in Africa. But Arlyn, they don't have birth control. Then why are you smashing? Don't get me started. I've seen a great movie, very funny, a lot of singing in it. Yeah, the movies with the singing in it. It looks like a kid's movie, but I think it's for adults too, like the Soul movie, is that what you're talking about? If karma were real, it would have been applicable to good and bad behavior, and all will get what they deposited. It's a works-based ideology. Yeah, that's a little much to wear in public. A little much or a little... What are you saying? All right, if it's lights out, you ain't gonna be thinking nothing. I know, but if we could think, that's what we would be thinking. Right, it is lights out. Tell people in Gary, Indiana, purgatory isn't found in scripture anywhere. Oh, that's the holding spot? I don't know. Yeah. Boss on YouTube. All right. No, I want to be... Wait, you said am I single? Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm scrolling down. Oh, thanks, y'all. Yeah, I'm trying to get it right, even more right. That's why I'm on a treadmill. But I feel on the diet, like, I can't keep saying, whatever, I'm not even going to put myself on blast, but all I'm trying to say is I need to keep dialing the diet. Kids is a lot to deal with. It's always cold. See, that's not cold. Y'all, if y'all haven't learned that that's not cold by now, then you got a lot to learn. She's not even reading YouTube. I'm not? Yeah, whatever. People come here and tell me all the time. They're like, I'm so glad that you actually engaged with the comments. So you don't even know what you're talking about. If I could have eyes here, eyes on the comments, eyes on the stairs, eyes on my workout, I mean, fine, I would. I only got 2 eyes. All right, y'all. You know, sometimes I'd be like, people probably be like, no, like, here, okay. I'm not 100% like, not cringe on this whole tripod setup thing. Y'all probably be like, so you mean to tell me, like, you be in the gym and you don't be feeling weird? I get these little spurts of just like weirdness sometimes, and I just let them go. Because then I look around and everybody else has got the tripod out. You know what I mean? But sometimes I'd be like, yeah, carrying a tripod around the gym is kind of like, yeah, kind of funny, right? So, but look, the bottom line is we won't be able to talk if I didn't. That's the bottom line. Why are you judging someone behind their back? Who was I judging? There's starving kids in Chicago. There's starving kids everywhere. But everybody is like, I deserve to have kids. My goal in life is to have kids. Yeah, your goal in life should have been get your bag right, get your stuff right, or else it's going to be you in a 1-bedroom apartment with 3-4 kids. Make it make sense. No, but I wanted to have kids. I can't. No, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Look, we just have these conversations. They're just food for thought. All this stuff is food for thought. Girls like this aren't worth it. Look, Hurricane, do what you do. Why am I always out of breath? Because my endurance is down. Probably. It's not unrealistic. People who lift weights don't always have like good endurance because they just lift weights. But I am on the treadmill. Oh, there you are. So, look, have you seen that meme where Homer pops his head out of... He's got his head in the bushes. Go look it up. Homer meme bushes. He like pops his head out and then he goes back like really slow. People in Africa don't have birth control. That sounds very racist. I didn't say it. I'm just repeating it. How is it racist? You're weird, bro. People to me are weird. I mean, you're all absolutely weird. I mean, do they? Desmond, if they did, then why are the kids there? See, Desmond is like a very emotional, weak person. You're not even in Africa. You're not even a woman, and you don't take birth control. So why are you so affected? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like by proxy. It's like, how can you get so offended for someone else? That's the weird part about it. All right, keep going. Yeah, I'm on a treadmill. They didn't ask for famine or a war to inflict their countries. Okay, again, you can't affect what happens to you, but you can affect bringing children into the world. Y'all gonna be like, again, they want to smash. Let them smash. No, you don't get to smash. No smashing for you. Just stop. But they're bored, Arlyn. They don't have anything else to do. Okay. Wow. So you don't have anything else to do but smash. Okay. This is weird. Yeah. All right, Hurricane. Nobody's listening to you. Let's see. Fitness routine is clearly paying off. I appreciate that. Hey, you using ChatGPT on that one. Because that M dash. Who uses M dashes in real life? If it's lights out, nothing we do that matters. That's what I said. Okay, 10 minutes. I already did 10 minutes. You said I don't. Whatever, Kennedy. I'm not listening to you. What are your thoughts on drinking? What's Cuchilla water? Okay, thanks, Jerry, for the sub. Appreciate that. All right, just kind of scrolling down, y'all. You were one of the realest streamers out here. Oh, thanks. Hey, you wait till I figure out this whole little computer setup. I'm gonna be really killing them with the commentary. This is just light stuff right here. If I could bring up like exhibits and stuff and like be like, look, y'all, let's break this down. It's gonna get really crazy. I just have to learn it. I know I can say I'm gonna learn it. It's probably good. I could probably learn it just like one night. I just need to do it. What was I working on? I did shoulders. So I did press. So it's gonna be like, that affects like the front and the side delt. So press. I did lateral raises. And then I did rear delts, going like this. So I hit all those like angles and stuff. And then I did overhead triceps. Yeah. All right, I'm at the end, huh? Okay, so you guys are like, how are you at the end and you missed my comment? You probably wasn't saying anything. I'm just kidding. Tamisa, where you at? Did you go look up that Homer meme? All right, y'all. What y'all got going on? Next topic. Okay. Wait, where's the gym crush going? He out. See, that's when I'm like, man, whatever. But it's cool. We have some exposures going on today. We got a few little good exposures. What if you guys are probably like, there's probably no gym crush. You're just making this up. Whatever. Nah, like this angle, I can look down on the gym floor and I can see people. And he was doing his little stretching. He was like looking up at me. I was like, oh, okay. Like, what can you do? Just like, okay, let me just go about my business. No, that's when I start feeling weird sometimes, a little bit. Cause like, let's say you have a gym crush and they're like, yeah, you're cute, you're this, that, but you be running around with a tripod. What if somebody didn't talk to you because you were running around with a tripod? That's the part. It's like, yeah, I was gonna holler at you, but it was the tripod. No, I actually do. I was diagnosed. Like, whatever. You got it right. Let me stop. No, probably not. I probably won't. I just think competing is like so extreme. I mean, it wouldn't just be for fun. It would either I'm going all the way or not. But if you go all the way, you got to get on steroids. So, I'm not about that life. All right. I'm going to get that number. I subscribed anyways. Message later. Have a great day. Okay. Bye, Jerry. Sorry. You probably left already. See ya. Told you diets work. I'm coming up with some recipes. That's what I'm trying to do. But for now, mainly just been ground beef and hey, morning. It's been ground beef and like rice. That's like a go-to tried and true situation. You don't need that stuff. Your genetics carry you. You can still compete and do. Yeah, but chimps, I don't think you, just by that comment makes me think you don't really know what the girls be doing. I'm talking about if you go all the way. I'm not talking about this little like local stuff, local shows. I'm talking about, like I talked to this one girl today. She did like 3 shows in the last month. She about to do so the owner here has a bodybuilding show as well called Summer Shredding. She's gonna do that one. She already got her pro cards. Pro card means, apparently, correct me if I'm wrong, you do like these local shows, or you can go like different states and stuff too. So they're like qualifying shows. From my understanding, you show up and it's like, it could be 10 people there you're competing against, or it could be 4 people there. As long as you get in those top 2, you get a pro card. And the pro card means you can now go to shows that pay money and stuff like that. But again, if you want to keep competing with these ladies or whatever, they jump on stuff. It's like already you're down that road and you're just like, I think you got to know up front, I'm going to jump on some stuff. You don't wait till you get there. You're like, I wonder why my stuff's not looking right. You got to know from early on, like, if I'm going to go start doing bodybuilding, I'm going to have to jump on some stuff. I know what you mean, but that's just simply not how. You always going to have a better edge, always, because it's just science with the how lean you can get, all that. The natural body just can't go that far. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not talking about IFBB. Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, what's the point? Why would somebody just run around and do little stuff? Maybe they do. Maybe, I mean, it's like, fine. I just feel like, just do it or don't. Okay. So anyways, 17 minutes. We got 8 more. What else is going on, y'all? So, wait, did anybody see that Maternal Instinct true crime? That's all I'm in. I mean, that's pretty much what I like to watch, y'all. I'm into that stuff. Yeah, it's comparison. It's good in its own way. I just want to look good. I don't want to, like, think about it. It all comes back to, I want to look good on a daily. What does me doing shows have to do with me looking good on the daily? I never said I wanted to be judged by others or judges. I never said I want to compete and figure out who looks better. I just said I want to look good. You get what I'm saying? Again, fitness is so broad. That's why I said I don't even like calling it fitness. I like calling it lifting. Because even what I'm trying to do still doesn't mean compete. I think a lot of people They think, oh, your muscles, you've developed your muscles, therefore you'd be good at competing. Or why aren't you competing? Like, why don't you want to? Like, it's like, hold on. That's like saying any jacked guy you see in public should just go compete. No, he just wants to be jacked. He simply wants to be jacked. He wants to go to the beach. He wants to, when he goes out into the club in the summertime, hey, poppin'. You should compete though. No, I just want to look, you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? I think that's why people get kind of, all right. Where's Jerry? He's gone? So, for the self-care, you could, I don't even know if you want to call it self-care. What do you think about cardio juxtaposed to getting the cardio? Well, yeah, you do get some burn. That's my understanding. You're burning calories. But is that cardio? Yeah. I don't know too much about it to comment on that. I know what you mean. I still feel like this zone 2 hike type stuff is just putting you in a steady burn state. Whereas like lifting is like an intensity based situation. It's not gonna grab that fat off of there like you need to. You can't just lift your way to getting that fat off. You get what I mean? You could probably get some off just based on the burn. Hey, you're walking right now. You should compete in power walking, okay? Or hiking. I should just do some hikes, y'all. Let me get my hiking boots. Lots of pull-ups can leave you winded, like running. It's weird. Yeah, it's all using and breathing and stuff. The heart's got to pump. The lungs got to, you need oxygen. Well, that makes sense, right? No fighting. I don't look like Clarissa. I've heard it before. Y'all be in here every single day talking about Clarissa or I Show Speed. Fitness is regular routine based with healthy fitness. Okay, Dr. Dodson. Yeah, but lifting, people who just lift are not necessarily into a physical fitness, like well-being, wellness, overall health thing. You go ask somebody who's like just a regular lifter, they're like, what's your goal? I want to look jacked. You want to be healthy? Never really thought about it. Or no, I want to be jacked. Those are not one and the same. Growing muscle, it does not make you healthy either. It's literally just, you have muscle. If you keep hitting it a certain way with a certain rep range, and you keep going up in weight, it grows. That's it. It grows. That's it. It grows. Cardio is a must if you're trying to get off the fat. Yeah. My understanding. I left for mental health. You lift for mental health. The process I've been. Oh, okay. So the gains is just an effect. Juice users who don't lift much, I think it's dumb. Some people. You mean like they lift, but it's like they don't have to lift that much, or they just get on juice knowingly like they're not gonna have to lift as much, kind of like that. I don't know enough about it to even speak on it. Genuinely, I don't. I just feel like people want that edge. You will get that edge. Is it cheating? Who's the rule maker of what cheating in life is? Everybody wants to think remember what the topic was earlier. Everything should be fair. And you need to grind and grind and grind so that I can respect you. If you went a shortcut, I can't respect you. Why? Because people want people to grovel and people want people for them to feel better. If people want to take that route, you get that edge, you will get the edge. Peptides will give you the edge. Some people are like, nah, the side effects for my body, Don't want to do it. Fine. But I'm not into judging other people being like, you're a fake natty. Tell us. You have to tell us. You have to tell us. Like, calm down. People get in here. Admit it, admit it, admit it. You're on steroid. Admit it, please admit it. Even if I was, I don't know. People just be like, you gotta tell us. Kind of weird. Drug tested and non-drug tested. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care about bodybuilding. Like, I mean, we could talk about it. I don't care. I don't care about steroids. I don't care about bodybuilding. So we can talk about it, but I don't really. Oh, thanks, Bruce. We got 20 more seconds. Let me get off of here. Okay. What y'all got going on? Almost done. You from India? Okay, nice to see. Well, nice to have you here. You, what time is it there? That's like way across the world. I don't have a dream weight or body fat percentage about how it looks. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all don't listen. Y'all not listening, y'all. Y'all in the statistics and numbers. Numbers and statistics don't tell you how you're going to, I mean, it's how does it look? That's the bottom line. I think that's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's get some of this sweat off. Let's also wipe the machine down. I mean, even though, yeah, exactly. Oh, I want to be this, da, 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 da. Yeah, but your 15% body fat or whatever could look different from somebody else's. I don't know. All right, let me wipe this down. I will be right back. Actually, I can go right here. Gotta take this top off. All right. So, I've been doing cardio 4 days a week. Okay. Wipe this down. That's the best you can do, y'all. If you're sweating on equipment, just wipe it off. Some of y'all leave it like it's just gonna dry like water. Water and sweat are not the same thing, just because it's clear. All right, let's. Thanks, y'all. I'm just trying to, yeah, my goal, again, so just to restate it, my goal right now is really just to make everything get more popping by losing body fat. That's when I'm going to be able to see what I've gained over these past several months. There you are. Why you been hiding? You're supposed to be joining in all the conversations. See? Oh, you know what I thought about this morning? I was like, did Tabitha go live yesterday? And I don't even know how Kick is supposed to tell me. I turned the alerts on, but I don't know if it's supposed to email me or am I supposed to get the app and the app's going to notify me? I don't know how. So you need to let me know. How do I get notified? You know, I turned the alert on. Did you go? I don't do gym membership due to individuals who don't wipe bacteria, sweat, and yeah, but you got to realize too, you have an immune system. So if you're really not going to gyms just because of that, then you know, anytime you go to a restaurant, anytime you touch a door handle, you probably got somebody's boogers on your hand. You probably do. Let's be real. People pick their nose and then touch the doorknob, and then you touch it too. You go home and shower. You're gonna be okay. You're not gonna die. I'm just saying, like, you know, people don't go to the bath. People go to the bathroom, don't wash their hands, and you touching that. So if you don't go to the gym just 'cause, I mean, I'm not clowning you. I'm saying everybody can do what they want to do. I'm just saying, like, we're probably very much exposed to very weird things every single day. Okay, snapshot, no worries. Let's see. Try to be. No, I'm not. Demetrius. Get the Twitch app and it tells you. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Twitch app. Okay, hey Mo. I need to get with you, my bad. I know you like, where you been? I know. So let me tell you, Mo, real quick. Well, I don't know if you can. I'm gonna learn how to do the desktop live setup, or not live, but reaction stuff. I mean, that seemed like, I'm not saying it's killing it right now. I don't know what is, but bringing up like current events or different things, you have visuals on the screen, and then we can, like, you can't, meaning we all can, but a person can look at the visual, be like, look, y'all, look at this article, look what they were doing, and then you can talk about it, and then play videos, and then, because when I talk to y'all, I be telling you guys stuff that you can't really see. So it doesn't hit as hard. That's the thing. Oh, you don't have to let me I mean, I can just buy one, but yeah, no, that would be good if you could. I mean, well, let's talk about it. I appreciate that. Yeah, I want to try that. I'm gonna download all the sounds. Well, I know you can only do a few, right? But my favorites. Thanks, Mr. Universe. Mr. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Stab worthy. What? You touched the countertop and had fentanyl? Wow. Yeah, people get exposed to a lot of things out there. I don't know if I would think hand sanitizer is effective, but thanks, Death Not Rihanna. You can download a good amount. You just gotta organize them. Yeah. All right, what y'all about to do? And Mo, what you about to do? You about to go to the gym? What time is it? It's 7:34 here, y'all. I'm done. Did my cardio. Did my I hit the shoulders pretty good. Feel good about it. Didn't second guess my lifts. Just did them. Gave it what. I mean, I was talking during the rear delts, but rear delts you don't go too heavy on anyway. So, no, Mr. Universe, I don't. I could build you one for cheaper, then you could buy it. Oh, really? Like a soundboard? Is that what you're talking about? Well, hit me up. I got my email there. That's what I'm saying. These are the type of connections we need to be making. Not like, hey, girl, what's good? Hey, what's up? Here's my pick. Like, I don't need that right now. I need to focus on let's get together and do some ventures. That's what I'm into. Hold on, y'all. I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm trying to make sure I'm right on the screen. You just get in your mind to head back into the gym. Yeah, I'm natural. Yeah. I mean, I use creatine. Today I took these nitro caps. Hey, Mo, look at this. I got the neurotropic smooth for just like during the day and stuff. Okay, Gorilla Mind. Remember I told you I was taking Gorilla Mind, the non-stim pre-workout? It was cool. I'm just tired of drinking these sweet, sugary drinks, thick, sugary drinks every single morning. It's just, I don't like it. I just don't like it. These are pills. These are the nitro caps. These nitro caps. So for pump. So I'm just taking like some of the. I mean, I feel like I used it yesterday too. I feel like the glute pumps were there. I'm gonna play around with those. I'm just playing around. Yeah, I don't know if it's nice. Are you still doing your little your little concoction? How to build trip? I don't know. I don't know how to build my traps. Everybody asks me that. It's like I don't even have an answer. I just do back and shoulders. I just do back and shoulders, and I think they just get hit. All right, I'm gonna go, y'all. Oh, really? Okay, I might have to. get with you on that. Maybe you should. Maybe you could just take out the caffeine and give it, and like I could just try that. And make sure head back to the guy next week. However, I've still been active. The guy or the gym? You got a good gym? Oh, you do? Thanks. Yeah, I'm still I'm trying to grow my eyebrows out because they kind of mess them up. I'm not gonna get too close, but they mess it up. I'm about to go to another place. They messed it up, y'all. They messed it up because my eyebrows are shaped weird anyways, but like you're supposed to come under and get the hair from under here. And then for me, you gotta do this too. You gotta do this on top. Like it gets kind of curly right here. Okay, you guys are like, okay, fine. I'm just saying, you know how you know, and then the lady who was doing mine, she's about to have her baby. So I'm like, man, forget your baby. I'm just kidding. You need to come do these brows. Nah, like because so I've been going to her coworkers and then they're not doing it right. So stop supplements. Yeah, that's a good. Oh yeah. Well, I'm 37. I don't know. Like, I'm thinking you might need to do supplements more as you get older because your body is gonna need that extra support, like joint. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really into this whole wellness thing, but I'm thinking like doing stuff for joint health. You're doing all this stuff in the gym, you know, you're all these articulations with the shoulders, you're moving it this way and that way and blah, blah, blah. Like you got to take care of that joint space, those joint spaces. So that is one thing that I'm like, let me get on some joint health stuff. That's a broad question. Tips for the gym. I mean, that's huge. I don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to just get in the gym. You gotta, again, my stuff is form, mainly like form, get the form down. You need to find just the main exercise, the main basic movements. Shoulder pressing, lat pull downs, okay? Those are general, you know, there's so many different variations from those. Do some chest stuff. So like pressing, some chest flies. I don't do chest though. Any type of like squat variation. You know, stuff like that. So you get those down and then figure out, like, go slow, put the weight on and like a lighter weight, feel it out. Don't jump up too much. You have to start with the form. You have to start with the movements. If you don't get that, you're not going to excel because there's people out here, I be watching them, they be putting all this weight on there and it looks terrible. I'll be like, bro, what are you doing? Don't be that guy or girl. Don't be that guy or girl. So I don't look 30. I appreciate that. Y'all trying to be nice. Bro, I need this to heal ASAP. This is bothering. I need either I'm gonna put some makeup right here or what? Because I know, look, I don't know if it's bothering y'all like it's bothering me. That's why I'm like back here because this little pimple just did its big one. No, I don't. Well, I don't think I want to work out with. Again, we'll talk about that another time. All right, I'm gonna go, y'all. I go every day, Jimmy. Okay, bye, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yeah, Jim, Tabito. Okay, let me download the app. Let's do some shout outs. We got Bob, Rick, Zara, there you are, Jimmy, Bates, Def, not Rihanna. I don't know if I answer your question. Come back tomorrow. We'll talk more. I don't know, because my brain is kind of like on the decline right now. I want to give you, but you did ask a broad question. I want you to like narrow down, like, what do you actually need help with rather than just gym tips. You know what I mean? Either you'll become very skinny or saggy flabby when you stop using supplements. Yeah. Well, again, supplements is a big category. What are you talking about? There's supplements for everything. You can supplement everything. You know? Oh. Okay, you're saying you're starting to go to the gym. Well, like I said, it's form. Get your cues down. What are you supposed to be feeling? What are you actually supposed to be feeling when you pull that thing. Where are you supposed to be feeling it at? Don't just go through the motions like, let me just squat and just like go up and down and up and down. Like, no, what are you feeling? Are you feeling it in your quads? Are you feeling anything that you're not supposed to be feeling? That's the thing. Then you gotta know what each exercise actually does. Like, some people don't know there's certain ways to do a squat that target more of the quads, and there's certain ways to do a squat that target more of the glutes. But see, that's more like intermediate. I won't even say that you're supposed to know that up front, but I do think if you kind of know what you're trying to work. If you're just going like this, oh, look, shoulders. Or are you going like, are you actually trying to like squeeze this? Like, I mean, do you feel that muscle actually working? The thing is, let me tell you, when you're a newbie in the gym, sometimes you don't have that connection, that either that mind muscle connection, or your muscles just are so underdeveloped that you can't really feel them working. Then they start to grow and they start getting them blood pathways, and you start getting that the nerves, and they start to adapt and start to move that muscle a certain way. Then you can start feeling stuff better. That's another thing you got to look out for. So it's not like going through the motions, but I do think sometimes, even if you can't feel it, you still do the movement and try to do it with good form. You know, does that make sense? For me, like, that was how it was for glutes. I was just like doing the glute stuff. I'm like, I don't feel anything. Why? Because my glutes were underdeveloped. As soon as I just kept hitting it. Okay, hitting it. How am I supposed to do it? Okay, hitting it. And then eventually I was like, oh, wait, I'm feeling some stuff happening back here. You know what I mean? Okay, y'all, let me go. I'm getting ready for WWE, whatever, y'all. You said quarter. It's not an infection. It's just dark, right? It's just it left like a dark mark right here. I wasn't even messing with it. That's the weird thing about it. I don't know I don't know. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. It'll heal. Sometimes it just takes time. It's well, nobody's blue. Nobody's blue. You haven't been here in a while. I'm leaving after this, David. It's been okay. We've been doing this for about a week, a little bit more than a week. We took the mods off just to cause I'm not gonna lie, some of the mods were deleting people that I feel like shouldn't have been deleted, or that's one aspect. But then I also feel like people should just say what they want to say, because either y'all are gonna talk amongst each other, or I'm gonna talk amongst y'all or us, and good, bad, whatever, or in between, we're still gonna be engaging either way. And YouTube wants us to talk. That's the bottom line. I think mods are there when people start acting up really bad. Like, really bad. You got to really kick them out. Because, you can only kick them out for 24 hours. It's not like you can I don't even think you can block them for real from the live. And that's the thing. You got to think, like Mo was telling me this. Think about the features that YouTube actually puts in front of us. Think about, okay, why would they not let you block somebody for forever? They wanted to block them for 24 hours. Why? Because YouTube's like, they either anticipate the person can come back the next day and get it right. They're not trying to ban people off stuff. They're not trying to even let you be able to ban people off stuff. Why? Because they want people to be able to come back and keep engaging. You just put people in timeout. And just these different features. So, all right, I gotta go. Oh, that one, yeah, no, I feel you. You guys said that a couple days ago. I know, right? Okay, I'm going, y'all. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.